First things first, what do I carry on my person? First off, sissy mittens. That's the most important part of this job. Second off, I always wear a watch. My wife bought me this watch. It's a Movado sports model. I always keep a pocket knife on me. This is my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. I always rock me my Oakley flak jackets. That's what's on my body. Let's go to my bag. Question for you real quick. When was the last time you came and just hung out at the park on a beautiful day like today? Today is so pretty out. Let's go over it. This is my everyday carry bag. This is my 511 Tactical. It's a Rush 24 bag. I've had it for literally almost 10 years. This bag has been absolutely amazing. I've literally put it through hell, and she's still holding up really good. If you guys are curious about the patches, I'll go ahead and link the patches. Matter of fact, I'll link everything in the description if you guys are curious about getting anything that's on my EDC list. But here we go. So I got my love patch, got the pistol, grenade, knife, and of course the AK-47, the cool tactical skull. From the bottom up, this is my right in the rain pin. So if you guys don't know about these pins and these notebooks, they literally write in any weather: snow, rain, sleet, literally everything. So I've been a fan of these for literally over the past like 5 years. I've always kept one of these in my magazine pouch of my backpack. So it sticks in here, and that's where I keep it at. So that's what this bottom pin is for. This pin I stole from my wife. This is an Uli pin. If you guys can see, as you were able to see in the beginning of the video, it's like an old style type of pin that you dip in ink. I mean, of course you don't dip it in ink, but this one is preloaded with red ink. It just feels good. I love me a solid pin. I'm a nerd for pins. Don't ask me why. I have a weird thing for pins and journals. I don't know what it is about them, but that's reality. All right, go to the right side. All right, I'm sorry, the left side. So this is a 511 double. Geez, I need some lotion. I needed some lotion right quick. Ashy but classy. Christopher Wallace said that. So on the left side of the backpack, this is my 511 double. It's a pistol mag carrier. Now, obviously we don't have pistol mags in here. What I have is my Surefire and Telebeam. This is a flashlight that has an internal, I guess, computer you can call it. It's been part of my everyday carry for probably a good 8 years. This thing is so beat up. This thing is patina is super freaking pretty. I love when things look like they're beat up. It's my favorite. But this thing has been a tank. So the cool thing about this light is if you go in mode 1, the first initial click, it's going to reflect back into a sensor on the head, and that's going to dictate how much light is put out. So you can do that in the first initial mode. If you hit it again right after, it'll put out the maximum output, which I believe is only like I want to say like 600 lumens. It might be 500 lumens, I don't remember. But that has been my trusty flashlight for everyday carry. This is my Spyderco C79 Assist. I have a special purpose for this knife, and there's a reason why it is on the outside of my bag. So last year we had some terrible rainstorms. I want to say they lasted for like 7 days, and some lady ended up hydroplaning, going out 400 yards into pretty much a ditch, and she ended up drowning in her car. So it kind of bothered me, and just keeping this has a carbide glass tape breaker on it, and what this is used for is you squeeze the knife and you hit glass and it breaks any sort of glass. And the thing is you have to have some sort of carbide tip glass breaker, because in a situation like that you can't just hit the window with your hand and the windows don't break under water pressure like that. I mean, I'm no expert, but this thing just makes me feel better. This knife has a Cobra hood to open it easy, and a survival whistle. Okay. That's all I have on the outside of my pack. Let's go into the top right of my backpack. That's where I keep my Ridge wallet. My wife gave me this for Christmas years and years and years ago. This wallet has seen better days. I'm actually a super big fan of them now. They actually just sent me replacement parts out because a lot of the places I beat up a little bit too much. So they sent me replacements out, and I don't know, this wallet has just been awesome. I've always been a traditional leather type wallet dude, but this wallet is amazing. I mean, I can't keep too much cash in it, but I'm married, so that's irrelevant anyways. So yeah, that's my everyday carry wallet. Okay, top left portion of my backpack. I keep a small container of Dove lotion. That stays in the top portion of my bag. I also keep a container of ibuprofen, because driving this big thing with a headache is not cool at all. But let's be honest, most men can't take a headache without medicine anyways. We're a bunch of crybabies. So that's the two top portions of my bag. We'll get into the big bottom part. Now I usually keep my car keys in here, and they tuck away. That way I know exactly where they're at and they stay hidden. Like I showed you guys in the magazine carrier, this is my Write in the Rain journal. This freaking thing is just so cool. I mean, if you guys can see, I like to put in pretty much whatever comes to my mind. I'll write it in the notes, and if I need something to help me remember, I don't like using my phone. I like using a journal or just some sort of paper. I don't know. There's just something about writing that, I don't know, it just makes you feel good. Or for me, it does at least. So on my zipper, I keep my AirPods. Let's open her up. This is my camera bag. I always bring my camera with me to work. I always bring my camera and my computer. I love my camera, and I love my computer. Now, going on routes that are different every day, I always have the opportunity to take pictures of different cool shit that I see throughout the day. I've seen a bunch of cool cars. I get great landscape scenery. I just get a whole bunch of stuff that makes me happy that when I shoot it. So if you guys want me to go into the bag real quick, in this bag I keep my Peak Design strap, my Sony ECM-M1 microphone, and I also keep a ProMaster HGX Prime. This is a variable ND filter. To shoot on a camera in sunny weather like this, you need one of these. It's essential. So in here, I usually keep my Oakleys, my Oakley case. These are the Flak Jacket 2.0s. And inside of my Oakley case, I usually keep a lens bottle cleaner, some spray, microfiber, and the soft case that it comes with. Oakleys are a must, guys. I freaking love these things. So in the middle zipper pocket, I totally spaced out to put these back when I got home. I don't even remember why I had all my knives in my backpack. But anywho, I just got the Spyderco, the one that I showed you guys, the C79 Assist, just recently, just over the last week or two. That's the box of that guy. What I go through in my rotation for my EDC is a Benchmade Claymore. This is an automatic, beautiful, freaking beautiful blade. I'm really upset with Benchmade over the last year or so. They really hiked up their prices with their knives. I don't know, man. They're a little insane. So I've been leaning more towards Spyderco lately, but you guys can see this knife is super dirty. I used it to clean off some corrosion on my Subaru when I was working on it, but that's probably my second most carried knife. But yeah, if you just look at that. Look at the opening. This thing will freaking snap out of your fingers. Watch. I love that freaking knife. I better make sure not leave it there. This is my Benchmade Mini Barrage. Also gifted to me from my wife on our anniversary. Probably a solid like 8 or 9 years ago. This knife is awesome. This 154 cm is super easy to sharpen. I've always been a fan of the Mini Barrage since my wife purchased this for me. You guys can see the beautiful wear on it. I love this blade so much. Okay, this is an assisted knife, not an automatic. As we go deeper into the bag, I keep a extra shirt for days like this when I want to go on a hike or a run for my lunch break. An extra shirt is always good. Now, being a garbage man, I have to deal with all the weather that comes with Colorado, and the Colorado weather is insane. So this is a Marmot rain jacket, and this freaking thing has been absolutely amazing. This jacket's a little pricey, but it is worth every dollar spent on it. So as you guys can see, it folds up in its own pocket, and it's just great. This thing is freaking sweet. If you guys are in the market, you guys totally should grab you one of these. You will not be disappointed. It folds back in its pocket pretty easily. I'll show you guys. Literally like 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds to zip it back up. Rolls up into a ball, and it tucks away into a zipper pocket. My computer. This is a 2023 MacBook Air with this guy. The reason why I bring it with me every day is because I like to just mess around with it. On my breaks, I like to look through my YouTube analytics. I like to write down scripts. Sometimes I'll do it on paper, sometimes I'll do it on the computer. I don't know, it just depends on the day, I guess. But yeah, this thing is with me every day. It's kind of a weird EDC for a trash man, right? So we go deeper. I always keep a box of Q-tips. These always come in handy to clean out the AirPods. They always come in handy to clean out the inside of my truck. Another spare lens cleaner bottle, spray bottle. This goes to my tripod for a phone mount. Now that's all that I carry in my bag. Now let's go over what everyone has been waiting to hear. Now, do I carry a firearm on the job? Well, this is a sticky subject. Now, our company policy is that we're not allowed to carry a firearm on the job. No weapons are allowed. Technically, I don't even think we're supposed to carry knives. However, just because it's against policy doesn't mean that it's illegal. Now, I don't have a firearm on me right now, But let's speak in hypotheticals. If I was to carry a firearm on the job, which firearm would I carry? Now, I don't carry a firearm on the job just because it's against company policy. However, if I was to carry a firearm on the job, what would it be? Now, my go-to is my Glock 45 chambered in 9mm and my 6-hour P226 Legion. That's also chambered in 9mm. The best option for me would be the Glock 45 9mm, and the holster that I would keep it in is an A&I manufacturing holster that has the light bearing option on it. I carry a Surefire X300 on it. That's what I would hypothetically carry if I did. But I don't, because I don't want to get fired from my job. I got 4 kids and they need to eat. So, but really, I mean, they don't search us anyways. So, I mean, you guys let me know what you would do in the comments below. However, I do know some people that don't give a shit about policy and they bring what they need to protect themselves. Us trash guys, we do have to deal with some crazy people. We got to deal with some crazy situations. We actually had a driver get a gun pulled on him. This was, I want to say, like 2 years ago. And the only reason why the gun was pulled on him was because the customer had got mad that the driver told him something about not properly disposing his trash in the trash can. The dude ended up throwing it and it landed in front of the trash can. He did something disrespectful, but that's pretty much my whole EDC of what I carry on the job. Now, this really doesn't change throughout the year. I keep a big jacket in my passenger side of the truck during the wintertime, but I mean, now we're coming to springtime and the weather is just absolutely perfect. Welcome. This is the inside of my trash truck. Now, as you can see, it's pretty spacious. It's big. Up here, this is where my backpack usually lives at. My tablet for the routes that I'm doing for the day. Let's scoot this out of the way. My iPhone charger, as well as my AirPod charger. I keep a microfiber towel to put down as an armrest because this freaking thing gets hot. This right here, this whole thing is the engine. So you can imagine how hot a trash truck gets. It usually gets, I want to say, over 100 degrees pretty much every day. But keep a microfiber towel in here. My phone usually stays in the cup holder. Always keep me some good hydration, as well as my big liter. It's a half gallon actually of water. I keep a pair of shooting gloves inside of my truck, and I use them for pretty much just driving. Sometimes we get into these trucks and the mechanics that work on these trucks, they don't clean their hands. So not only do the steering wheels get greasy, but it just feels better to have gloves on. Sissy mittens, that's what these are called, sissy mittens. But that's my shooting gloves. I always have an extra pair of leather gloves. These are what we wear to pull the dumpsters out with. Bottle of Windex that just jumped out at me. These are life-saving. Not only can you wipe up your hands and just dirty stuff around the truck, but use your imagination. Usually every driver that I know keeps a pack of diaper wipes on them. Inside of my truck, I keep a notepad. And with that notepad, this is what I use if I have to pull over or something and dispatch gives me something to go take off and go finish up. Usually I'll write it down in here, or if I get video ideas, this is where it gets written down at. Notepad always comes in handy. A pair of pliers. Now, for the people that don't know, us truck drivers, trash truck drivers, we have to change out the wheels on certain dumpsters every now and then. So Keeping one of these will save your butt. I actually used these today. I had to tighten up my control arms on the side, but this will save you time, and not only time, but also a headache. Up to the very top left, I have a Night Eyes carabiner, and this holds the master keys to unlock the dumpsters that we need, or the enclosures. That's pretty much all I carry inside of the truck besides this, but my backpack. That's it, guys. You guys let me know if you guys carry any of this stuff. Let me know if you like this stuff. If you want more trash guy content, let me know. I will happily put it out. Talk to you guys soon.